while back, Donna joined German on a trip to Colombia in his hometown of Bogota to visit family and friends. To make a long story short, Donna ended up buying a house in the city of Yopal. They physically moved there almost a year ago. This is our first visit, and we are excited to see them, their house, and experience some of the Colombian culture. It was a smooth, direct flight from Orlando to Bogota in about 3.5 hours. There was no hassle at all going through customs, and it was really good to see Donna and German waiting for us. We went directly to check in at the Hilton Doubletree. To our surprise, because Donna and German frequently stay here when visiting family, they managed to get us an upgrade to a suite. Well, we have arrived at the hotel. We're on the 18th floor of the Doubletree, overlooking the mountains and the city. There's Main downtown, and if I sort of zoom in, if we look at the top of that mountain straight ahead, that's that church, El Monserrate. Okay, so our first outing, we're going to a shopping mall. So we just got here about an hour ago. Okay, so a shopping we will go. We're going to go to, this is actually a restaurant where we're going to go have dinner. German's mom and sister live nearby, but Mom, in her 90s, is quite ill. But his sister Maru has arranged for her care and is joining us for dinner. The steak dinner was great, after which we called it a day, back to the hotel. The next morning, following a nice breakfast at the hotel, German arranged for a van and driver so that we could check out the sights of Bogota. Traffic is kind of crazy. You just kind of go in any which way you want. With 11 million people in Bogota, hustle and bustle is the name of the game.
It was bad enough in San Jose and stuff.
Juan Valdez everywhere.
You're near the Emerald Center. Presidential Guard.
Presidential Guard.
Yeah, the GP. This is the Calvary.
Over speed bump.
Every street is named like in Spain and all times. So every street has a name.
We are walking the historic streets of La Candelaria and stopping for lunch at a restaurant noted for serving traditional Colombian food. Excellent sangria. Alright, so we're at lunch. Looking at the street below from the balcony of the restaurant. We ordered a mixture of Colombian favorites. Starting at about 1 o'clock and going clockwise, we have blood sausage, potatoes, a type of chorizo, empanadas, plantains, chicharron, which is pork rinds, yuca, arepas, chicken, and ribs. So we're at the main square. It's the cathedral.
ahí tiene que dar Santander.
These are
Fernando Castillo. Y ya adelante.
Grinds up sugarcane pint juice, as well as limes and lemons.
okay, I think. After that big lunch, we just had a very light dinner at the hotel. The next morning, it's empanada time. Okay, so he's ordering a bunch of stuff for us here. This is an eat on your feet establishment, and the many varieties are about 50 cents each. That afternoon, we take a 45-minute flight to Yopal. Donna's house, the lower one, is located about 3 to 4 miles east of downtown Yopal. There are a series of 3 security gates. This second gate gives access to the 2 homes.
And then as we come down this road, we'll come to this gate. And if we go through the gate, you can begin to see the house. And just alongside that is a running creek. So there's the creek and a little bridge. As we pan out, there's the kiosk. Standing on that bridge, and you can see the creek.
Beginning on the left side, I'll walk around the house. It's also beautiful on the inside, with 5 bedrooms and 5.5 baths. Off the master bedroom, Donna and German share office space. And Evie too. This would be considered a split ranch, with the master being on one side and all the other bedrooms on the opposite side of the living area. This was our bedroom during our visit. These are 2 of the other bedrooms. David, Paula, and their daughter came to visit.
Well, we came for dinner to this place, and unfortunately they were set up for a big party, but because they know German and Donna, they said, oh, don't move, we'll take care of you, and they set us up outside here.
And we had a very enjoyable meal. The following day we met friends Julian and Danielle and their daughter Salome, who invited us for lunch. For the occasion, she made all traditional Colombian dishes, and it was excellent. While Susan's enjoying the pool, she has a little friend checking her out. In a little shopping area, we're stopping for pre-dinner drinks called micheladas. These are fancy fruit concoctions with a little added vodka for extra kick.
Well, after having drinks, it's now time to go to another restaurant, have some more food.
What's all in here? Leaving the compound, the highway gate is about a quarter mile up the road.
Paula's apartment, 5th floor, balcony. It's pretty. Yeah.
Please sit and I offer the
Oh, it moves really easy.
So she can just pull this back and make a counter space to sit at, and opens up the kitchen. Very good. Okay, now close.
Did you see this on HGTV?
Okay. So what we're gonna do is have this.
A regional specialty, ajiaco, a chicken, potato, and corn soup, served with a side of rice and avocado. We also had the pleasure of meeting Paula's father. Today we're taking a day trip. A little bit of a traffic jam. We are traveling about an hour to an hour and a half east-southeast of Yopal to an eco-friendly resort called La Fortuna. The last mile was a rough, very rough, stony drive to the entrance, but we made it. Our first task was to check out the surroundings. It is quite large and very impressive in the way it's laid out and decorated.
This right here.
This is kind of nice.
Isn't that beautiful?
Donna's gonna like it back here.
There are several small buildings with rooms that are simple but nice.
In the kitchen, they're starting to make something here.
this would be the main dining area.
Well, time for lunch again. Susan has pachuca chicken breast. I have a nice steak. Donna also has pachuca. And German has fish, I think, buried under there somewhere. The sauce looks excellent. Our friendly bird came and stole our plantain.
Sorry, I'm done. He's gonna tummy ache on that cheese.
Later in the afternoon, after our lunch and just relaxing for a while, we are taking a boat trip along the South Cravo River.
Okay, we are off.
Here we're passing the local marina. In the opposite direction, we have a good view of the resort.
Family of chiquitos in there. We can tell. There's some on the left and some on the right.
Donna finally gets to see the chiquitos she's heard so much about.
Oh, he's got his tail bit off.
Overall, we had a great time at La Fortuna, and I would certainly recommend it to anybody. The next day, back in Yopal, while Donna is working, we went with German for a downtown lunch featuring a beef kebab, a steak platter, and a monster burger. Late in the day on Thursday marked the arrival of Petunia, the pig, who will become the weekend's main event.
Se las compré más que viene con esas bichas allá de Boyacá. Las compré de 10 días de nacidas. Y ahí las llevo.
So just to show. So there is sort of a paved road, and that's the gate to Donna's house. And William's house is right there.
Maria, William's girlfriend, feeds the calves.
So he's grinding corn to feed the little chickens there.
Early that morning, Friday, around 6:30 a.m., it's time to prepare Petunia. The pot contains boiling water, necessary for the next step.
Yeah.
Petunia is putting up some resistance, and Susan asks if she can be of some help.
que lo estoy teniendo yo solo, Pino.
Here comes Mama, and she's going to take over for Susan.
They pour hot water.
Yes. Okay.
This is boiling water.
Come on, chickens, you're gonna get
The hot water makes it much easier to remove the bristly hair by shaving with machetes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Looks like he's cleaned up pretty good, shaved.
To finish, a pumice stone is used
Gotta
to
rub hard.
provide smooth, hair-free skin. The pig is then butchered to get the various cuts of meat. At the same time, Mama is preparing breakfast and ingredients for the blood sausage.
Well, while they were finishing the pig, they picked up the fire and moved it down by
We
the
have
creek.
beef for the breakfast soup and bean sausage filler cooking.
And now they're serving up the soup.
Ahí se acabó la sopa.
The soup was very good, and everyone seemed to enjoy it, and after which Maria did dishes. After Mama made the blood sausage mix, William and Milton began the stuffing process.
So this is marcilla. It's blood sausage. So that's what they're making, and then they boil. And she's got a pricker from one of the bushes there, and she's checking to see if the blood sausage is done. I think it's done. So now he's bringing fresh. So they're going to add a little more water to the pot. In it goes. In it goes.
Morcilla. Blood sausage.
Nidia, the part-time housekeeper, is helping prepare lunch.
Okay, it is time for lunch.
Do you want more Coca-Cola?
In the early evening, German and Donna drove us to the edge of Yopal and up the mountain to a statue of the Virgin Mary, and they looked back at the city of 150,000 people. Early Saturday morning, Milton and William have already started a wood fire at Donna's lean-to. They now prepare the various pieces of pork, petunia, for roasting. Metal rods and bamboo slivers are used to position the meat. The rods are then placed around the fire.
Okay, so Petunia is hanging around, and it is very, very hot. So Milton appears to be the fire tender. Brings the wood, changes, makes sure the logs are burning correct. It's now been about 4 hours, and it's looking good. He's got them turned.
While the ribs cook, Milton is preparing a special piece of pork, adding a rub and injecting spices. then layering atop a tray of onions and oranges. This is cooked in the wood-fired oven. This was given to Donna for our later enjoyment.
Meat is ready. Oh, see. Ah, yeah. Okay, he's slicing some of the meat.
Mira, David.
Donna is preparing a salad as one of the side dishes. One of the kids gave Susan a fruit that we have never seen. The inside contains a pit, but the meat surrounding it is really tasty.
Makes it, cuts it very, very fine. Here's the key here. Without cutting yourself.
Dígale, Yopaleña, llanera.
Esperanza.
Okay, time for food. Like anywhere else, the conversation gets lower. Everybody is busy eating.
By my count, there were 7 children and 23 adults.
Santi, what's up?
That's Laura's.
She found a potato.
We managed to chow down absolutely all of the food, and then we sit around, relax, and socialize, including having a few drinks.
Pool is getting some good use. Well, Susan is certainly having a good time playing ball with this guy here.
Day became evening, and everyone was more relaxed, either just sleepy or perhaps alcohol-induced. I believe 4 to 5 bottles of Jack Daniels plus a bottle of single malt scotch and maybe 80 bottles or more of beer were consumed. Overall, it was just a great day. Also on Saturday morning, Donna and German picked up their new car, a Suzuki Sport.
Sunday, time for a Sunday drive in the new car. We're going out for a brunch. If we can figure out how to open the doors.
I just find it hard to believe that you do not have Tornadoes.
Noontime Sunday. So we come to this restaurant and they were just closing, but they said, okay, we'll reopen for you. Susan has waffles. I'm not too sure what German has. He always has something different. I have eggs Benedict. Looks good.
They have like
Sunday, in our last evening, we are out at a busy shopping center for an ice cream dessert. Evie also joined us.
Okay, our destination is here, Popsy. So we're here for ice cream. Okay, he's our order man, so I am getting this cherry one on the center left with a scoop of the cheesecake on the right of that. Susan is getting that cherry one there. And over there a colada.
This one is trio.
We got our ice creams. And Juan Valdez is watching over us over here with his little donkey.
Time has come to head for home. It was a wonderful trip seeing Donna and our interpreter and tour guide, German. Also, we thank everyone for being so welcoming and friendly, especially David and Paula and Julian and Danielle, for inviting us into their home to share one of their traditional meals. A special thanks to William, Milton, Mama, and Maria for all their time and work making a truly memorable weekend feast. Muchas gracias and adios.